Hello, hello, my friends. Janet Parks here, CEO and founder of Solutions for Sellers. We help online sellers simplify the way they show up online so that they can stand out and grow their business. I am so excited to be hanging out with y'all tonight. Tonight, we're going to be talking about how to become an endless lead generator. Okay, does that sound good to you? Do you guys are you guys like in a space right now where you could just use new people, fresh faces, new conversations, people that are looking at your business, people that are enrolling in your business, people that are buying your products, new people, right? We all need new people. That's how business runs. We need to be in this. We need to be automatic, endless lead generators. Okay. And if you're not one, you find yourself that you're in like a hamster wheel, right? You guys know what I mean, right? When you're in a hamster wheel and you're just kind of, you're that little hamster and you're going on that wheel and you're just doing the same thing over and over again. You're talking to the same people. Maybe the same people are buying your products. Maybe the same people are engaging on your posts. Maybe you're just having a really, really hard time getting outside of, you guys know the bubble that I always talk about, right? Bursting your bubble and getting into other people's bubbles. But guys, it's very, very simple. I know some of us might be struggling with this, but I want to kind of help relieve that anxiety that you might feel or that overwhelm that you might feel right now, because it really is a very, very simple change that you can add into your daily DMO, into whatever it is that you're doing right now in your business that's just not working. Okay, if you're talking to the same people over and over again, tonight's training, I'm going to give you 3 secrets. They're not really secrets, but they're things that maybe might help you start to think a little bit differently when it comes to creating leads online. Okay, and if you are practicing these things that I'm going to give you, you're going to see that difference. You are going to be automatically putting yourself in situations where you are talking to new people. All right. It is about your actions. It's not about how much time you spend on social media. It's not about how much scrolling you do. It's not about spending 6 to 8 hours a day working on your business. Okay. It is about the intentions. You can get way more done in 30 minutes. Okay. Than you can in like 6 hours. I truly believe that if you are doing the right things. Okay. It's all about what you do in your business, not how long you're doing it for. Okay. So tonight, I'm going to give you those 3 secrets, and I keep putting quotes around it because they're not secrets. They are just very simple things that you can add to what you're doing now that's going to exponentially grow the amount of leads that you are coming across. Okay. I'm going to make this very, very simple for you guys because it really, truly is very simple. Okay. And a lot of it really has to do with getting out of your comfort zone. Okay. And just thinking just a little bit different. All right. So if you guys are excited, drop some emojis below. I'm excited to share with you guys. Now, if you are here for the first time, comment below with #new. Maybe you're watching from the business page or YouTube. Make sure to join my Facebook group, Solutions for Sellers. Okay. That is where we are going to host, or we host weekly trainings every single Sunday on a particular topic. Today's topic was how to become an endless lead generator. There are 10 not product posts, but 10 training posts in there that have specific ideas, strategy, simple tips that you can take into your business. It's all free. And then every Sunday I go live just like this. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I wrote some notes here. This is not going to be a super long training. My goal is 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and give you the goods. All right, so 3 secrets to creating and becoming an endless lead generator. Number 1, okay, showing up consistently where people are hanging out. Now, if you're watching this and if you've been doing this business for a while, you might look at that and say, Janet, for real, that's not a secret. We all know that. But here's the deal. Because I know, here's the deal. Here's what I know. A lot of you that are direct sellers, okay, that throw parties online, all right, because I know that's like a big part of my audience, are showing up in specific places. And be honest, comment below. You're showing up in very specific places. You're showing up on your business page and you're showing up in your Facebook group. But you are not showing up on your personal feed. You're not showing up on your stories. Many of you have never even tried Reels before, okay? And if you're not, I'm just going to tell you right now, in 2023, if you are not making yourself searchable, if you are not putting yourself in a place where other people besides your small group, besides the people that follow your business page, if they can't see you, then they can't find you. You need to make yourself visible. All right. And here's my rule of thumb. Okay. My rule of thumb is showing up every day in my stories, showing up on my reels, and showing up on my personal page as well. If you're a network marketer or small business owner, this might be second nature to you. You might already be doing that, but comment below, how often do you show up on your personal feed? Now, for those of you that say, I do show up on my personal feed, but I just talk about like family and stuff, right? Like I only just use my personal feed just to make sure people know that I'm alive. I don't really show up that often because my business is in my groups. My business is on my business page. Totally get that. But guess what? People can't find you in your business page unless you're doing ads, right? Unless you're sharing that business page, unless your business page is just popping and you're going live and people are organically finding you. If they're not organically finding you, that means it's a visibility problem. You need to show up where people are hanging out. And guess what? People are hanging out on their feed. People are clicking on stories and watching stories. You need to put yourself in places where people are hanging out. Reels, short form video is the number one way right now to market yourself, to market your business and that thing that you're offering. So you need to show up in those areas because that's where people are hanging out. Okay. Now, for those of you that are thinking, because I know my audience, I know y'all. For those of y'all that are thinking, well, I don't want to be spammy. That's why I don't show up on my feed. I'm not going to just talk about my business and my products. There's a right way and there's a wrong way of doing things, right? And if you're a business owner and you are actually using your products, there's an authentic and organic way that you can share your business, what you love, and how you help people on your personal feed. You don't have to make it the thing, right? You don't want to throw a bunch of sales graphics on your personal feed and pop a link in there because, yeah, that's spammy McSpamatron. You don't want to do that. But you can be organic with it, right? Show people how you use your products. Put yourself on a story and show people you actually using your products, right? Talk about the business opportunity in your stories. Use your reels. Hop on a trend. Make it simple. Stop overcomplicating it, okay? But that's number one, guys. You have to show up consistently where people are hanging out because if you're in this mindset that I'm just going to grow my Facebook group by only using my Facebook group to grow, but my personal feed is just family, right? I'm just going to use it for family, or I'm just going to use it just for fun. You're not going to grow your business that way. You're just not. Unless you are in a party-based business and you have a methodical way where you are consistently booking online events, right? And you have a method, you have a funnel where it makes it easy for you to just bring new people in there. If you're doing that and you've got like 20 parties a month like I used to do, cool. You might not need to do all that extra stuff, right? Of course, it's helpful. I'm going to encourage you, but you might not need to show up on your feed. But if you're not, you need to change your mindset because it's 2023. People are looking for you. And if you're not visible, then they'll never find you. Okay. Number two, creating environments for conversation. Creating environments for conversation. And I don't mean throwing up an engagement post in your Facebook group where only your 400 followers see it. I'm talking about your personal feed. I'm talking about your stories. Okay. I'm talking about outside of these closed environments. You have to show up. Okay. How do you create environments for conversation? Very simple. Okay. You could be talking to people in your stories, giving them a solution, giving them value, telling them about your day, allowing them to be a fly on the wall, right? Giving them value by allowing them just to be part of your behind the scenes. Okay. You can utilize your feed and throw up open engagement, open-ended question, right? Allow people to comment and there you go. You're replying to people, you're building relationships, you're talking to other people. Okay. Here's the deal. Here's the bottom line when it comes to creating endless leads. You have to be a professional conversationalist. If you are not a professional conversationalist and you are not talking to new people every single day, then it's probably why your business is not growing right now. You're talking to those same people. You're doing the same thing that you've been doing last year, right? And at some point, you got to change it up. Okay. And that's the bottom line. The bottom line is you've got to get into that professional conversationalist mode. And in order to do it, you have to show up where people see you, and you have to create environments for conversation. You got to be organic with it. I posted something the other day, right? I think it was like, are you a morning person or a night owl? Okay, here's the example I'm going to give you on how these people that commented turned into leads. Okay, because that's the point of this training. How do these conversations turn into leads, Janet? How does showing up consistently actually turn into leads? Because it's one thing for people to view you, it's one thing for people to engage with you, but then it becomes your job to make them a lead. Does that make sense? It becomes your job to make them a lead. Okay. So here's an example. I posted an engagement post, open-ended, or no, it wasn't open-ended, but it was just a question. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Lately, I've been a morning person, right? I've been getting up at 5 a.m. Okay. Getting things going to the gym 3 days a week. Not lately because I was sick this last week, but I did go on Friday. So proud of myself. Okay. And I had several people comment. I think maybe 20, 30 people commented on that post, right? People outside of my groups. And guess what? The number one thing that I did was reply to everyone. And you know what the number two thing is? This is how I make people into leads. I go through and I actually inbox them. Scary, I know. But I inbox them, thank them for commenting on my post, and create conversation. The definition of a lead is anyone that engages with you on social media. It then becomes your job to reciprocate engagement, create conversations, be a network marketer, market to your network, right? And then ask them the question, right? You got to build those relationships. You got to have conversations in order for you to close deals and sales, right? And if you are doing the process of posting and praying, posting something, expecting people to come to you, that is so 2018. Okay. It just is. All right. Does it still work here and there? Sure. If your market is not all the way tapped in, it may work for you. But most people, you have to reciprocate conversation, right? Why do people shop with direct sellers and network marketers? Because we are great at building those relationships. They want to work with people who care. They want to work with people who are genuine, that can truly solve their problems and help them. And the best way that you can do that is by reciprocating conversation. Okay. Here's a simple thing you can do for the next 30 days if you decide to take this challenge, and it will change your entire life when it comes to leads. You guys ready for this? Here's one thing that you can do. All right. Number two is, creating environments for conversation, right? You got to get out of your comfort zone and start conversations. You just do. Here's what you can do for 30 days. Post an engagement post every single day on your personal feed for 30 days. Pick 3 people off of those posts every single day to start a conversation with in your inbox. 3 people every single day. I guarantee you, I'm giving you the guarantee word. I guarantee you will probably have tons and tons of new leads by the end of the month, as long as you are creating relationships and you're intentionally engaging with them. Because then it becomes your job, okay, now that you're conversating with a new person that wasn't conversating with you before, it becomes your job to plug them into your ecosystem, invite them into an event you have in your VIP group, invite them into something, right? Opportunity call, show them about your products, right? I'm not sure if you knew this, but I run this business online. Have you ever seen my posts before, right? That's not your initial conversation, but you have to start a conversation, is my point, for you to be able to transition into those things. Okay, because guess what? I'm going to give you guys a reality check here too. 9 times out of 10, probably the majority of your friends list doesn't know what you do. I can guarantee you that. If you're not already showing up on your personal page and talking, okay, and promoting your business and promoting your products, but also being human, doing it in a human, like organic, non-spammy way, then I can guarantee you most people on your friends list have no idea what you do. No idea. You know how I know that? I've been consistent posting on my personal page and my stories and my reels since June of 2020. Okay. June of 2020 is when I switched from a party business to network marketing, life-changing. But ever since I had been doing that, okay, I am consistently talking to new people, okay, because I add to my network every day. People add me as a friend every day, okay? And there's always somebody new that asks me, what is it that you do? What is it that you sell? Can you tell me more about that thing, that collagen that you sell? Every single day. As long as you are consistent in your actions, that could be you too. Okay. So, number two is creating environments for conversation. I want to challenge you for the next 30 days to post an engagement post every single day on your feed and then talk to 3 new people off those posts every single day. Every single day. All right. And here's a pro tip for you. If you don't have a lot of people engaging with your content, before you make your post for the day, engage in their content first. Find 5 people on your friends list that you don't normally talk to, maybe people you've never talked to that you're friends with, that you don't even realize you're friends with, and comment on their stuff first so that you can boost your algorithm. That's how it works. Use the platform how it's designed to be used, and it will reward you. Okay. There's your pro tip. All right. Here's number 3. We're going to go into a 20-minute video. Here we go. Here's number 3. Intentionally connecting with people. Okay. Intentionally, this is your third secret, intentionally connecting with people. All right. I know I kind of said that on number 2, right? Happening into people's inbox. However, if there are not people coming to your post, if you do not have people coming and engaging with you, if you post every day, but it's falling on flat ears, okay, you need to go out and create those conversations intentionally. How do you do that? Well, number 1, the easiest way to do it is if you're posting on your stories, you're going to have watchers. And I can guarantee you, people that are watching, it's not going to always be the same people. As long as you are also engaging with people on social media, assisting the platform, using it as if it, the way that it's designed to be used to connect so that it can reward you and it can put more people in front of you, then you're going to have new people watching your stories. Okay. You just have to be consistent in that. But the best way to start is if you're posting in your stories consistently, reply to people. Hey, thanks so much for watching my stories. I'm so excited to be connected with you. How did we meet? Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize we were friends on Facebook. Where are you from? Oh my gosh, it's been forever since we chatted, girl. How's life? That's how you do it. That's how you start conversations. That's you intentionally reaching out. That means they didn't reach out to you. You reached out to them. Another thing that you can do, this is going to be scarier for some of y'all, but I'm telling you it works. Happy birthday messages. Happy birthday messages. Going through on your Facebook, figuring out whose birthdays are for the day, and every day saying happy birthday to people. Because guess what? I'm going to give you guys a quick little story here. A couple weeks ago, all right? And this happens often. A couple weeks ago, I said happy birthday to someone that I haven't talked to in years, okay? She replied, thank you so much. And guess what my response was? Because I knew she was in a business, okay? I knew her, I just haven't talked to her in like years. So I said, happy birthday. She replied, thank you so much. And then I replied to her, I said, so hey, how's business going? That's me intentionally engaging with her. She replied back with not great response, right? Her business is not going great. And the only reason that I knew that is because she replied to me and she told me that. So guess what happened? We had a conversation. I asked if she was open. And guess what? I put her in a 3-way chat and she's looking at the business. Now I've created a business lead just from conversation. Will it close? I don't know if it'll close. All right. I don't know if it'll close. However, I went out there and I created that opportunity for myself. If the opportunities are not presenting themselves to you, it is your job to go out there as an online marketer and create those opportunities. Social media is a free place, guys. I used to work in an AT&T store. Like I said, if people weren't walking through the door, I had to go out and get business. I had to print out flyers and give like the Publix down the street, let them know that they could get 15% off their cell phone bill if they switched to AT&T. That's how I drove business in. I had to do cold calls. And guess what? Our company had to buy these leads. Okay. If you've ever been in a sales department, comment below if you've been in a sales field at some point, right, in your life, maybe in corporate America, maybe you're in one now. You guys know that some companies have to buy leads. They have to spend money on leads. And guess what I had to do? I was a business account manager at one point. I had to sit down, come up with my list of leads that company bought, and I had to go and call them as a stranger, call their business and see if they wanted to switch from Verizon or T-Mobile, switch their home services, their TV services, their cell phone services, their landlines over to AT&T. Do you know how many times I got cussed out? It was not fun. But when you get into the rhythm of it and you learn, you get out of your comfort zone, you realize, when you start getting those small wins where people do answer the phone and people are open to hearing, you start to realize like, if I don't do this, I don't have business. right? A lot of people didn't even know my AT&T store was there because it was in a really weird spot. And so I had created that new business. That's what you're doing on social media. But the perk is, okay, you get to hide behind a computer screen, right? You don't have to be on a phone call. All right. You get to connect with friends, suggested friends. Facebook does this amazing thing where they give you suggested people that you could be friends with because you have 50 mutual friends with them, and they make it easy for you to message people and connect with people. Okay. So really you need to utilize it. You got to utilize the platforms the way they are. And like I said, it's 2023. Okay. The whole posting and praying thing and waiting for someone to engage with your content is not going to work all the time. Okay. Waiting on that video to go viral is not going to work all the time. Okay. You have to be intentional. And that's why number 3 is intentionally connecting with people. And you don't have to do it in a spammy way. Like I said, easiest way to do it, happy birthdays. Be consistent every day telling people happy birthday. Okay. Makes you a nice person, obviously, number 1. And number 2, it allows you an opportunity for conversation when they reply. And it also helps the algorithm because Facebook wants you to connect with people. They want you to message people. They create those opportunities for you. Okay. All right. So let's recap these 3. Okay. You guys finding this valuable so far? A little scary maybe, but valuable. Here are the 3 secrets to being an endless lead generator. Number 1, showing up consistently where people are hanging out. Don't hide in your groups and your business page. Show up. Okay. Show up in places where people are hanging out. Number 2, create environments for conversations. Okay. Open-ended questions. All right. Reply to people, and every single comment you get needs a reply because that's going to boost your algorithm and more people are going to see that post. And then number 3, you have to intentionally connect with people. Don't just rely on an algorithm for your success. Write it down. Write that down. Do not rely on an algorithm for your success. Do not rely on the viral video. Do not rely on a post and cross your fingers and hope that it gets a ton of likes. Okay? You can't do that. That's not how a business is run. It's not out of hope. It's out of intention. It's out of action. And it's out of consistency. Okay? Guys, I hope that this was helpful. Hashtag value in the comments, by the way. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.